All right. Good evening, friends. I hope I'm audible there, and I hope you can see my screen. Can you please confirm in chat box? Anyone? Yeah, Omar, thank you. All right. So, as you know, this is a demo on CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Administration. That is what CCNA is all about. But besides CCNA, actually, we are offering you a few more courses. So let me just try to explain you the package first, then I'll come to the CCNA course. All right. So we are offering you a package in which we have CCNA, Red Hat Server Administration, and Amazon Web Services. These are the three courses we are offering you in this package, actually. Okay. Right now, 7 p.m. class is for CCNA. But very soon, I'll be starting a AWS batch as well as Red Hat Server Administration batch. Okay, so if someone is interested only in CCNA, they can go with only CCNA course. But if someone is interested in complete package, that is CCNA plus Red Hat Server plus Amazon Web Services, they can go with the complete package. I'll be handling all the three classes. I'll be taking CCNA classes, RHEL classes, as well as Amazon Web Services classes. Okay, so let me just explain you things in more details, especially about the package. Then we'll go with only CCNA today. All right. So like I said, you friends, we have three courses in this package. One is CCNA, that is routing and switching. Second one is your RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux Administration course. And the third one is your Amazon Web Services. Okay, these are the three courses in one package. All right. Now, why these three courses? Actually, I have designed this package. I have designed CCNA syllabus, server administration syllabus, as well as the Amazon Web Services syllabus, and I have combined everything and I have created one package. So the question here is, why these three courses in one package? See, if someone is planning to pursue a career in cloud computing or server administration, DevOps, or cyber security or network administration or cloud security or network security, if someone is planning to go in any of this particular path, the basic is CCNA and server administration. CCNA and especially the Linux server administration. See, when I say basics are CCNA and Linux server administration, it does not mean we are learning the basics of CCNA and basics of server administration. No, we are not learning the basics of CCNA. We are learning the CCNA complete administration. We are learning the complete Linux server administration. We are not learning basics. We are learning the full administration. Okay. With this, you will be getting Amazon Web Services as your cloud computing course. So as I said, you friends, if someone is interested in pursuing a career in cloud computing or cloud security, DevOps, cyber security, in cyber security, there are again many things actually. In cloud computing, again, there are many things. Okay, so if someone is planning to go in this particular direction, the starting two courses you need to learn is CCNA and the server administration, CCNA and the Red Hat server administration for sure. Today, if you go and see the market across the globe, if you know anyone who is a DevOps engineer or a cloud administrator or a network administrator or a cybersecurity expert, if you know any of this person, there is one thing common in all these people actually, my friend, and that is they know the networking concept very well and they know the operating system concept very well. What is networking? CCNA is a course that deals with your networking concepts. Operating system means your server operating system. So if you go and see any senior administrator today across the globe, anywhere in any company across the globe, my friend, the common thing between all these administrators are they know the networking concept very well. That is, they know CCNA and they know the Linux server administration very well. This is one common thing between all the administrators across the globe. All right. And suppose if this is your first session, this is your first day of learning any IT course, you should start with CCNA and the server administration, my friend. If someone is planning to go with DevOps, CCNA and server administration is mandatory. If someone is planning to go with cloud computing or, cyber security, then again CCNA and this server administration is mandatory. So this is the reason I have designed this package, and in this package I have added three things. Okay, now let me just write down the duration of these three courses. CCNA will take approximately 35 days. Linux server administration will take again 35 days. And coming to the Amazon Web Services can go up to 45 days. This is the duration of three courses. Okay, CCNA daily, it will be at 7 a.m. Sorry, 7 p.m. All right. And Linux server administration, most probably I'll start within a week or so. So maybe it will be at, let's say, 8 p.m. And then after 3 weeks or so, I'll be starting Amazon Web Services at 9 p.m. Okay, I'll be starting these three classes at different dates actually, and obviously a different time. So right now, CCNA is at 7 p.m. Today is what, 12th June, right? So today we are starting our CCNA. All that is a demo session, but let us say we have already started CCNA. We'll see some basics today. So today we are starting CCNA. Linux administration will be there very soon, maximum within 10 days. I'll be starting Linux administration at 8 p.m. and Amazon Web Services I'll be starting at 9 p.m. within, let's say, 2 to 3 weeks. So this is a complete package that we are offering you, and this package can make you ready to work in any company on the face of the earth. You can apply in a company on different job roles. You can apply in a company on job roles like, let us say, network administration, level 1, level 2, server administrator, level 1, level 2, cloud administrator, level 1, level 2. You're not restricting yourself only to one particular job role here, my friend. You can apply for multiple job roles. In one company, there may be 6, 7, or up to like 8 different job roles where you can apply for. So this is one advantage you have of this particular package. Okay. And the second thing here is, if you go and do some survey across the globe, what companies are looking for actually, what they need. Okay, they need a server administrator. Great. But this server administrator should know the concepts of cloud computing as well as the network administration. Okay, if some company is looking for cloud administrator, okay, fine, they should know the cloud administration, they should know the cloud computing, but with cloud computing they should know the server administration as well as the network administration. If you just learn any one course, let us say someone has only done cloud computing, and when they apply for jobs, it's very difficult for them to even get an interview call, because only with the server, only with the cloud computing concept, my friend, you will not get any interview calls. But in case if in your resume, if you know the cloud computing concepts, server administration concepts, and the network administration concepts, you will definitely get many interview calls. I'm not saying you're getting a job here. I'm saying you will get an interview call. Once you get an interview call, how you are facing the interview, it decides whether you can get a job or not. If someone is asking you a question in an interview, let's say 2 plus 2, how much? If I say 2 plus 2, 5, I will not get a job for sure, right? So how I am facing the interview, it's up to me. How you are facing the interview is up to you. Anyhow, in coming classes, we will be, preparing ourselves for interviews. We will see, like, in CCNA, what are the topics where we need to focus more, what questions they will ask you in this particular topic. In server administration, what are the topics where we need to focus more. In cloud computing, that is Amazon Web Services, what are the topics where we need to focus more. We have to prepare for interview as well. But what I'm saying here is, if you apply for a job in a company with CCNA, server administration, and cloud computing mentioned in your resume, 50% of job is already done for you. I repeat, 50% of job is already done for you, because companies are looking for people who can work on multiple technologies. CCNA is dealing with the networking concepts, server administration is dealing with your servers, and Amazon Web Services are dealing with your cloud computing concepts. So today, if you go and see any company, smallest to the biggest company, my friend, in every company, you will see network administrators or server administrators or cloud administrators. You simply cannot show me a company where they say like, okay, network admins are not needed, or server admins are not needed, or cloud admins are not needed. If there is a company like this, maybe they are not using the technology, maybe they are not using computers, maybe they are not using, servers, maybe they are not using internet. Do you know any company where they are not using internet today? Hard to imagine a company or a business running without the internet, right? So who is managing internet? Who is controlling internet? CCNA people, server administrator, and cloud administrator. These are the three people who are responsible for managing the internet connections, the company connections, the company servers, the company data, the company application, the company emails. Everything is managed by these three people. All right. So if these three technologies are there in your resume, you will be, attracting many companies. You will be definitely attracting many companies towards your resume. You will definitely get an interview call, and then it's up to you like how you're facing the interview. So this is the package here, my friend. All right. Now let me just clear few more things here before I go deep into the, CCNA concept. If you come only for CCNA here, the fees is actually 5,000. If you go with only RHEL, the fee is again 5,000. If you go with AWS, the fee is actually 6,000. If you go with separate courses, this is your fees. But if you want to come in package, the fees will be only 7,999. 7,999, that includes CCNA routing and switching for 35 days, Red Hat server administration for 35 days, Amazon Web Services for approximately 45 days. It is nearly 50% off. So if someone is interested in package, they can just pay 7,999 and they can do all the three courses. Okay. And if someone is interested only in CCNA for some reason, this is the fees. Duration will be for like 35 to 37 days. Every day, 1 hour session will be there. Every week we will take at least 5 classes, okay, and each and every class will be recorded actually, and all the recordings will be shared with you. So this is not only with CCNA, Linux server administration, every class will be recorded, Amazon Web Services, every class will be recorded, and all the recordings will be shared with you. Okay. And meanwhile, when we are into a session, actually, I'll be sharing some, running notes with you. For example, if I go and show you some of my previous batches here, we will be creating some notes like this. See, all these are the running notes that I'll be sharing with you in coming classes. It will be something like this, or let's say something like this. So every day we need to go and see some theory and practicals. CCNA is a theoretical based course with practicals. RHEL is a theoretical course with practicals. Same with your Amazon Web Services. We need to go with the theory as well as with practicals. All right. Now, one more thing here, friends. There is a chat box here. I'm just sending a message in chat box. I just said hello. Hopefully everyone can see this message. See, chat box is always open here. I'm not disabling the chat box here, friends. So whenever you have any doubt, whenever you need to clear some points there, feel free to send your questions in chat box. So this is a live session here, right? This is not a recorded session. We are into the live session. What is the advantage you can take in a live session? The advantage you can take in a live session is you can simply clear each and every doubt. I repeat, you can simply clear each and every doubt. Okay, so feel free to send your questions in chat box. Try to keep this chat box as busy as possible. All right, so the sessions are more interactive. The sessions will be more interesting. If I'm getting some questions from your side, I know where exactly we are moving actually. I know how deep I can go in a particular topic. I'll be asking some questions with you definitely, and I'm expecting questions from your side also. All right, so just try to keep the chat box as busy as possible. And in case if you want to talk to me directly, at the end of the session, you can simply unmute yourself and you can talk to me directly. That option is also available. But in the middle of the session, as I said this is a session that we are recording actually. So in the middle of the session, just try to use the chat box to send your question. I'll see your question, and if needed, I'll just respond at that moment only. If not, maybe after like 5-10 minutes, I'll respond to your question. I will definitely respond to every question that I get in the chat box. All right. Now, there is a question here from Shahid. Recording validity. See, from the management, recording validity is only for 6 months, but it will be there for like 8 months or 9 months, something like this. But listen, my friend, once you finish your course, next 6 months recordings will be there with you. So next 6 months recordings will be more than enough for you, my friend. There will not be any, you know, issue for you to repeat in next 6 months. You can learn everything. You can repeat everything. You can, in case if you have any doubt, you can just reach out to me on my WhatsApp number. Hopefully within like next couple of days, I'll be sharing my WhatsApp number. So whenever you have any doubt, you can reach out to me on my WhatsApp number to clear every doubt from CCNA, Linux Server Administration, as well as from your Amazon Web Services. This is one thing. And the second thing is, after 6 months, obviously the recordings will be, maybe in a way I can say outdated, because every 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, technology will change. All right. So in this 6 months, just try to revise these recordings once or twice. It is more than enough. But maybe let us imagine in 2027, we are in 25. Let's say in 2027, if you need some recordings, every time I'll keep some recordings with me. So whenever people needs recordings, I'll share the recordings from my side. But from the management, the recordings are valid up to like 6 months. 6 months are more than enough, my friend. Actually, live sessions are the best way to learn. If you are coming in every session, that is more than enough for you to understand every concept from CCNA, server administration, and Amazon Web Services. Okay. In case if you miss any session, you can just go back to the recording and you can revise and you can come back to the next session. Or after completing the course, in case if you want to repeat everything within 1 week or 10 days, recordings will be definitely available for you. But recordings are available only up to like 6 to 8 months. That's it. That's more than enough again. All right. So recordings are available. I'll be sharing some running notes. I'll be sharing, some interview questions. I'll show you where exactly the interview questions are available. I'll take some mock interviews regularly in our classroom. Like, few important topics will be there from where they will ask you the interview questions. So I just need to focus on those topics a bit more, especially from CCNA, server administration, and cloud computing. All these three courses, actually, I'll be focusing on those technologies. Okay. So this is about your package. Okay. So in case if someone is still interested only in CCNA, more than welcome, my friend. You can simply learn CCNA and you can simply go with the CCNA course. Okay. So today is the first demo session. Maybe we have one more demo session tomorrow, but later on we'll start our regular session. So you'll only get CCNA recording sessions through, the Google Drive. All right. And one more thing. If someone is interested in package, they just need to come in this package at this times only. 7 p.m. for CCNA, 8 p.m. for RHEL, and AWS at 9 p.m. Because these are the last 3 batches for me here in this institute, because after completing these 3 batches, I'm taking some break due to some other commitments. I'll be taking some break. Okay. So these are the only 3 slots available for me as of now. Okay. But see, taking the break does not mean I'm not taking classes. I'll be taking break maybe for, let's say, 1 month or 2 months. But in this 1 month and 2 months after completing the course also, if you have any doubts, feel free to send your question directly to me on my WhatsApp number. I'll share the WhatsApp number as well as email ID. So anytime if you want to reach out to me, you can simply reach out to me on my WhatsApp number. All right. So this is something about your package map. Okay. This is something about this particular package. I hope everything is clear. Okay. One more question. All classes are running parallelly? Exactly. All classes are running parallel. Parallel means at different times, obviously. Like, 7 p.m. is for CCNA, 8 p.m. is for some other class, and 9 p.m. is for some other class. And we are not starting everything on within a day or so, right? If I start CCNA today, for next couple of weeks, maybe we'll be only in CCNA. Then we'll go with the Linux administration. It will be again for a couple of weeks. So next 1 month to, let's say, 35 days, you will be coming for CCNA and only for Linux administration. So by the time we reach 35, 37th day, your CCNA is already done. Then you're coming only for for Linux server administration and the AWS. So most of the days, actually, you will be coming only for 2 classes, starting with CCNA and Linux, and later on Linux and AWS. It will be like this. Maybe 1 or 2 days here and there, you will be coming for 3 classes, but I can say, let me just plan accordingly. I'll just plan in a way that, every day you'll be attending only 2 classes, starting with CCNA and then CCNA Linux administration. And by the time we reach maybe let's say 15 days of Linux administration, CCNA will be done, and then you'll go with Linux administration in Amazon Web Services. Okay. And there is a question, can you share the topics? See, the syllabus will be shared by management. Let me just show you the syllabus here briefly. Once you finish our demo session, management will share all the details with you. All right, so this is your CCNA syllabus here, friends. All these are the topics that you're going to learn in CCNA. So management will definitely share each and everything with you. All right, and if you go with the Linux administration, this is the Linux administration. This is your RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, the latest version. It will be like this. It will be 9.4 or 9.6, some version will be there. I'll be taking that version. And coming to the Amazon Web Services, this is an Amazon Web Services. That is your cloud computing. All right, so this is the syllabus. I'm not going through the details of the syllabus. Once we finish the demo session today, like I said, your management will share all the details with you. So it will be easy for you to go through the syllabus tonight or maybe tomorrow. And when you come for demo number 2, it will be much more easier for you to clear any doubt if you have from that syllabus. All right. Understood, Patil? Management will share the syllabus with you once we finish our demo session, okay? Resume preparation, I'll share resumes with you, my friend. Definitely, I'll share some resumes with you so that it will be easy for you to, like, edit that resume, and it will be easy for you to, like, make a simple and easy resume. Okay, there is one more question. After AWS, can we develop application? I will show you how to host the application. Developing the application is the work of a developer, my friend. We are not developers here, right? We are, administrators. I will show you how we can host a web server. Live web server, I'll show you how to host it in Amazon Web Services classes. Okay. App development or developing application is not our responsibility. It is a responsibility of the developers, the programmers. Okay. But still we can see how we can host a application. I have certain scripts actually available with me. So by using those scripts, we will see how we can host a web server. So once I host a web server, I can access the web server. You can access the web server from any location. That we can do. All right. So this is about your package, my friend. All right. Now let's see few basic things about CCNA. CCNA is what? CCNA is Cisco Certified Network Associate. Okay, let me just introduce myself, some formal introduction. So my name is Shakeel On. I have overall 14 years of experience, 14 plus years of experience in this IT industry. I have experience on different domains actually. To begin with, Windows Server Administration, networking. In networking, I have experience on CCNA, CCNP, and up to CCI anyway. I have experience on server administrations, on Red Hat Server Administration. I have experience on virtualization, that is VMware, cloud computing, security. Okay, right now I'm just planning to move into cyber security actually. So, I have worked on different domains actually. Say 13, 14 years is some time in any field, right? So I've experience on different domains, and all the domains are actually interlinked with each other. See, when you see CCNA, RHGL, and AWS, all these three courses are connected with each other, my friend. They are not separate courses. They all linked with each other. Okay. Now, let me explain you how they are linked. For example, there is a concept called IP address. IP address is the backbone of any computer network. I repeat, IP address is the backbone of any computer network. Right now, we are connected to this online session because there is an IP address in your device and there is an IP address in my device. Your device can be a laptop, desktop, or a mobile phone. My device can be left, let's say laptop or a desktop. So we have IP addresses. Without IP address, communication is not possible. So one of the core concepts in this computer network is the IP. If you are a DevOps admin, cybersecurity admin, cloud admin, server admin, network admin, Windows Server admin, Linux Server admin, you will definitely need to know the details of IP addressing, my friend. All right. So where we are learning IP addressing, we are learning IP addressing in CCNA. It will take at least 7 classes, or I can go with like 8 classes actually for IP addressing classes. It will take 7 to 8 classes for me to complete IP addressing topic in CCNA. 7 to 8 classes. Just imagine how much we are learning in IP addressing, my friend. All right, so that many days we need to spend in CCNA learning about IP addressing. Now, once you go to the Linux server administration, or let's say Windows server administration, or let's say cloud computing, or let's say DevOps, cyber security, or anything, you will definitely use IP address. Without IP address, you cannot connect to the Linux server. Without IP address, you cannot connect to the Windows server. Without IP address, you cannot do many things in this cloud computing, DevOps, and all the other things. So IP address we are learning in CCNA, but we are using in Red Hat server administration as well as in cloud computing. We are using it in both the courses. All right. Now, coming to Linux server administration. We are learning Linux server administration. If you apply for a job on cloud computing, let's say Amazon Web Services, or maybe Azure, or maybe Google Cloud Platform, anything. If you're applying for a job on cloud computing, and if you're not mentioning Linux in that particular resume, my friend, your resume will not be selected even for interview call. Getting the importance of Linux here. If the Linux is not mentioned in your resume, you cannot become a cloud engineer, you cannot become a DevOps engineer, you cannot become a cybersecurity expert. For all these things, what you need to know, for all these things, Linux administration is mandatory. All right. And in AWS, Amazon Web Services, there are actually two major modules. There are many modules, but out of all these modules, let me just show you here. Out of all these topics or all these services, what we are learning in AWS, the two most important services are virtual private cloud and EC2. These are the two most important modules in our cloud computing. EC2 is literally dealing with servers. Virtual private cloud is all about networks. VPC is all about computer networks. See, you can see subnets here. You can see CIDR block. You can see route table, internet gateway, NAT gateway, elastic IP address. All these things you are learning in cloud computing. But before you learn these things in cloud computing, each and everything you will be learning in more details in CCNA. So all the three courses which I have added in this particular package, they are completely interlinked with each other. We are not learning something from Java and something from, let's say, maybe multimedia and something from server administration. This will be three different courses. The package includes CCNA, server administration, and cloud administration. They are completely interlinked with each other. There are many topics which you are learning in AWS, which you have already covered in more details in Linux server administration and CCNA. There are many topics which you're learning in Linux server administration will be again repeated in more details in cloud computing. All right. So in AWS, VPC and EC2. These are the two services which are literally the most important services. And without having the knowledge of server administration, you cannot understand EC2. Without having the knowledge of network administration, you cannot understand VPC. And if you're not able to understand VPC and EC2, you simply cannot understand anything in cloud. Got it? So this is the reason the package is so important, my friend. Okay. Now, there is a question here. Is there any way to access Windows administration videos in this package? See, I used to take Windows Server administration classes previously, so I have some recorded sessions available with me, but they are actually from Windows Server 2016. Still, they are more than useful. So hopefully I can share those recorded sessions with you. Windows Server 2016 recorded sessions. Okay, and there is one more question. I came from a non-computer science background and want to build a strong foundation in networking. So is this CCNA course the right choice for me? If you want to build the best foundation for your career, my friend, I repeat, if you want to build the best foundation, see, foundation is the main thing, right? So if you want to build the best foundation, CCNA and Linux Server Administration is the best thing. Okay, I'll take my example. See, when I started my career way back in 2008 and 2009, I started my career from CCNA and server administration. Okay, now the year is 2025. Today it is 2025, right? So the best way to start your career is CCNA and server administration. Now just imagine here, friends, maybe the year is 2040. After 15 years, if someone is coming to you and they are asking you a question, tell me, what should I do to start a career in this administration field? You know what will be your answer in 2040 after 15 years? Your answer will be CCNA and server administration for sure. Today, it is CCNA server administration. 15 years before when I started, it was CCNA server administration. After 15 years also, it will be CCNA and the server administration. There is no substitute for this. I literally say there is no substitute for this. You know, Sachin Tendulkar was there. There was a substitute. No one thought like anyone can come close to Sachin, but then came Virat Kohli. Now he is also nearly retired. Now we are thinking, is there any other player who can, replace Virat Kohli? As of now, we can say no, but very soon we can say some other person or some other batter who can play something like Virat Kohli or Sachin Tendulkar. So there is a replacement for everything. But in this technology, in this IT field, literally, there is no substitute for CCNA and server administration, my friend. This is the core technologies. All the technologies are based on network and server administration. Literally, they are based on network and server administration. And people who are directly jumping into cybersecurity, DevOps, or cloud computing, they can pay fees and they can sit in class. But can they learn? Can they understand? Can they get a job? Answer is no. And people who know the server administration part and the network administration part, can they learn cloud computing, DevOps, and cybersecurity? They can learn with ease. Can they face interviews? They can face interviews with, again, simple and easy way. They can answer every question. So CCNA and the server administration is literally the foundation, my friend. All right, fine. Now, there is one more question here. What should be the configuration of the laptop? Okay, let me show you a few things here. There is something called Cisco Packet Tracer. We are using the Cisco Packet Tracer to do all practicals. This is a simulation software that is designed by Cisco itself. So this software is freely available on internet. Okay, so you can simply use this software to do all practicals of CCNA. Just wait for a few seconds. Now, can you see here? This is your Cisco Packet Tracer. What we can do here is we can take, okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just go to some of my running batches actually. Let me just go with my CCNA 9 p.m. batch. Okay, I can simply take any of this saved configuration. See, what I did here is I have simply designed a computer network by taking 3 routers. CCNA is a course where we have 4 modules. In one module, we are learning about IP addressing. Let me just write down the modules here. There are 4 modules in CCNA. One is IP addressing. Second one is your router. Third one is your firewall. And the fourth one is actually your switch. Okay, these are the 4 modules we have. All right. Now, this is a router here. This is a switch. So we can say this is your Hyderabad branch. This is your Delhi branch. And let's say this is your Kolkata branch. So by using the Cisco Packet Tracer software, we can see how we can, make communication between all these 3 branches. Hyderabad, Delhi, Kolkata. Let us say Hyderabad, Delhi, and let's say somewhere in Brazil. how to make communication between them. That is what we are learning in CCNA. So this software you should download and you should install. Let me just go to router 1 here. Let me show you how it looks actually from inside. This is all the simulation software, but whatever commands I'm executing here, friends, these commands will be literally same on the Cisco physical router as well. Okay. Okay, the command is like this. Let's say show IP interface brief. You'll be learning around 40 to 45 commands in CCNA. That's it. Around 40 commands. Okay, this is one of the commands, show IP interface brief. So you should know what is this command, show IP interface brief. See, once you enter this command, you can see some output here. So you should know what is the command and you should know what output to check. There you can see interface, something called IP address, something called status, something called protocol. Okay, if I go with one more command here, let's say show IP route. If there is an administrator who is working across the globe in any company, okay, imagine there are 10,000 administrators. Just for example, I'm saying 10,000 administrators who are working on Cisco routers and switches. Every administrator, at least they have used this command at least once from morning. Show IP route and show IP interface brief. These are the most common commands we use. So remembering show IP route is not a big deal, right? But you should know what to see in this output. So hopefully when we go with practicals, theory and practicals, you'll definitely learn what to see in this particular output. But this is your actual router and this is the way the router will be configured. All right, so what you need to know, you need to have this Cisco Packet Tracer installed in your laptop. So you should download and you should install. Now, how much configuration you need to practice? How much configuration you need in your in your laptop or a desktop so that you can install this and you can do practicals? My friend, if you have 4 GB RAM and let us say any i3 CPU, this is i3 CPU, and let's say maybe let's say 40 GB storage. If you have this much, this is more than enough for you to install this Cisco Packet Tracer and work on this Cisco Packet Tracer. You can literally do any configuration. If I just go to Google and show you something here, friends, see, I'll just say CCNA Labs. I'll go to images. Now, whatever you see here, all the labs are actually created in Cisco Packet Tracer only. See this lab. This is a bit complicated lab as of now, right? There are many routers and switches, but where it is created in Cisco Packet Tracer. It is designed in Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, and coming to, maybe let's go with some more labs here. Okay, this is looking a bit bigger here. But where this lab is designed, this is again designed in Cisco Packet Tracer. So this is the same Cisco Packet Tracer I'm using, and this is the same Cisco Packet Tracer you should use in your laptop. So 4 GB RAM is more than enough. Now coming to the Linux server administration, there is something called Oracle VirtualBox. There is a virtualization technology that we will see in more details. So here in this Oracle VirtualBox, what we can do, we can install the Linux operating system and we can do all practicals. So how much RAM is needed here for installing Oracle VirtualBox? 4 GB is also enough, but if you are having 6 GB of RAM, then it is much better. Coming to CPU, it can be any CPU. Coming to storage, it can be, let's say, 50 GB storage. That's more than enough. So for Linux administration also, this much configuration is more than enough. And coming to AWS, Amazon Web Services, you just need to have a computer, actually a working computer. See, we will create a AWS account. I'll show you how to create AWS account in coming classes. So you just need to create a AWS account. It's a free account. So create AWS account, log in and do all the practicals here. All right. And to browse internet, how much RAM you need? 3 GB, 4 GB is more than enough. In the same way, if you want to do practicals of Amazon Web Services, 3 GB, 4 GB RAM is more than enough. So overall, if you have 4 GB RAM laptop, or let's say 6 GB RAM, that is much better. You can practice all CCNA labs, all Linux server administration labs, and all Amazon Web Services labs. Everything is free, my friend. All these 3 labs you can do for free. All right. Now, there is one more question here, my friend. The question is, all right, this is actually a bit interesting question. Can we crack Cisco exam after this course? Uh, every technology, whatever you're learning, my friend, every technology has a particular exam. Okay, let me just show you how the Linux servers will look actually. Let me just go there first. I'm connecting to a Linux server. This is the way we connect to the Linux server in real time also, my friend. This is your Linux server. What you see here is your Linux server operating system. Let me just show you one thing. Cat etc/os release. Okay, this is some command here. And can you see here? A Red Hat Enterprise Linux Server 9.4 version. If you're learning Red Hat 9 point version, 9.4, 9.3, 9.6, anything, this is your latest version. This is your new version. Okay. So we are learning Red Hat Server 9.4. And if you go and use a command like, let's say ls, it shows you something. If you say ls-l, it shows you something in more details. If you just say clear, it will clear your screen. If you say date, it will show you date and time. If you say cal, it will show you calendar. It is something like this. Linux server administration is all about commands. And most of the people, they are afraid of using commands. They feel like, okay, to learn Linux server administration, they need to know the coding. There is no need to learn any coding, my friend. If you know how to use Windows operating system, like that is Windows 10 or Windows 11, I will do a lot of comparison between Windows and Linux so that it will be easy for you to understand the Linux administration. All right, I'll make sure Linux administration will be fun for you. It will be easy for you. And remember one point here, my friend. The day when you start feeling like, commands are much better than graphical interface, that is the day actually you have already succeeded in your career. Normally we are more than happy and using graphics. Say this is your Windows machine. I can just right click. I can say new. I can create a folder. This is easy, right? But you know how we create a folder in Linux? We just say mkdir and let's say folder name as CCNA. Say ls-l here. Can you say there is a folder created CCNA? When it is created? 12th June. What time? 7:46. See the time here. So is it difficult to know this command? No. So I repeat again, the day when you realize commands are much better, that is the day you have already succeeded in your career. Initially, it may be a bit difficult for you to use commands. It's a natural thing actually for everyone. But again, I'll make sure you will learn commands in the best way possible, my friend. You should not face any difficulty in learning commands. See, Linux is all about commands. And coming to CCNA, this is also all about commands actually. In CCNA, whenever you configure router, switch, or a firewall, we are using commands. But the advantage in CCNA is you'll be learning only 35 to 40 commands. Let's say approximately 40 commands. That's more than enough. Maybe in Linux server administration, you'll be learning more commands. But in CCNA, you'll be simply learning few commands here. All right. Now coming to the question again, can we crack Cisco exam? See, there are two ways in which you can learn any technology, my friend. One way is for exam, and the second way is you can learn the administration. Now, what you should do, should you apply for exam, should you learn courses to apply for exam or to pass your exam? No. Exam is the easiest thing, my friend. Let me tell you again, writing any exam, let's talk about CCNA. Writing CCNA exam is the easiest thing. Now, why I'm saying writing CCNA exam is the easiest thing? Whenever you go with CCNA exam, there is something called dumps. Means, let's say there are 350 to 380 questions with answers. Let us say you are downloading 350 to 380 questions with answers, multiple choice questions and answers. It's not like our school exams. We need to write a big paragraph for a particular question. No. So there are multiple choice questions. So let us say you're downloading 350 to 380 questions and answers today. And when you go to exam, in this exam, you will get probably 55 to let's say 65 questions. And what if I say all these 55 to 60 questions will come from these 350 questions? Now, is it difficult for you to pass the exam? Of course no, right? Writing CCN exam is the easiest thing. One of the first exams I did in my career is of CCN actually, my friend. One of the easiest exam is again of CCNA because it is a multiple choice question and answer. You're already having questions. You're already having 350, 380 questions there. From this 350 to 380 questions, you are getting all the questions in exam. Multiple choice questions are much more easier to answer, right? So don't worry about your exams. Okay, let me just, write down things in a different way. There are actually 4 stages actually. Every person will go through these 4 stages in their career. Now you should tell me out of these 4 stages, according to you, which stage may be a bit difficult. Let's say first is learning. Second one is exam. Third one is interview. And the fourth one is job, your work. Can you please tell me out of these 4 different stages where you can face some difficulty? Learning, examination, interview, or job? Think and answer me. Just take 5 to 10 seconds and just think and tell me where you can face some question, some difficulty. Okay, Shai says learning. Surya says interview. See, if I ask you a question, 5 plus 5, you will definitely say 10, right? But just go back to LKG or let's say UKG. You know this LKG and UKG, right? If you go and ask a question like how much is 5 plus 5 to a LKG or a UKG kid, they may scratch their head. They don't know what is this addition, right? They know number 5. They know number 5 for sure, but they don't know the addition. So it is difficult for me. Now, what I'm trying to say here is interviews will be difficult if you don't know the subject. Interviews will be easy if you know the subject. Suppose you are coming to Hyderabad city. I'm from Hyderabad city. So if you are coming to Hyderabad city and if you say how to go to Ramoji Film City, how to go to Charminar, how to go to Birla Mandir, how to go to High-Tech City, I can guide you easily. Like from this, catch this bus or go to this particular platform, take this train and go there because I know these things. But if you ask me a question like how to reach to this particular place in Kolkata, I have never visited Kolkata. I cannot say how to go there. So if I know something, I can answer. Same thing is your interview, my friend. In interview, it's not like, some CBI or CID people are taking our interviews, right? A person like you and me who has already done some courses before, who is working as administrator, is taking the interview. So interviews are not difficult. Exams are not difficult because you already know the questions and answers. Job is the easiest actually because you already know how to work. Learning is the place where you should do some extra hard work. I repeat, learning is the place where you should do some extra hard work. If you can learn things very well, there is no way exam will be difficult or interview can be difficult or job can be difficult. This is one place where you should do some extra hard work. Just imagine, my friend, you're riding a bike today. You can ride a bike easily in city or maybe on a highway or maybe on single road, wherever. But just imagine when we started learning how to ride the brake, how to ride the bike. You know where is the clutch, you know where is the brake, you know where is the, gear and all the other things. But was it easy? It took some days for us, right, to understand everything. But today we can ride bike easily. So if you can spend some extra time in learning, if you learn things properly, exam, interview, and job will be super easy, my friend. Don't focus more on exam, interviews, and job as of now. Try to focus on learning. All right. Now there is one more question here. How much experience can I able to put in my resume after completing the CCNA with CCNA certification? Or can you tell us how to crack the exam? I already told you, right, how to crack the exam. Let me show you here. Go to Google. Let's say examcollection.com. Go to this particular site. You will definitely see every exam dump here. Can you see Microsoft, Cisco, Amazon, VMware, Citrix, Google, Juniper? All these are big, big, big companies. Let's go to see the most common certifications are here. CompTIA, Microsoft Azure, CCNP, CCNA, and you will definitely see AWS also somewhere here. Can you see AWS here? These are the most common certifications. So see here, pass your CCNA certification easy. How much is a pass guarantee? And 99.6% is a pass guarantee. How many questions are there? 562 questions and answers. And how the questions and answers will be? It will be like this. So there is a question, there are 4 options, select the option and just say next. Examination time will be 120 minutes. You will finish your exam within, let's say, 60 to 50 to 60 minutes. It will be so easy, my friend. Okay. Okay, there is a pretty big message here actually. Let me just read it. Mm, uh, Great. See, there is a message from one of our friend. He says like, he has some experience in some banking sector and he has completed his MCA in the year 2016. Okay, listen, my friend, carefully. This package is for you. You simply cannot miss this package. I repeat, you simply cannot miss this package. This package is completely dedicated for a fresher or for any person who wants to pursue their career. Fresher can go with like, zero experience. And if you want to put experience with this package, you can put easily, let's say 3 years of experience. More than 3 years of experience, I will not recommend you, my friend. You're simply putting more burden on yourself if you're putting more than 3 years of experience. So maximum how many years of experience you can put here? 3 years. 2 to 3 years is best. So once you're done with this particular package, I'm just talking to everyone here. Once you're done with this particular package, you can simply put up to 3 years of experience in your resume. That much knowledge, that much understanding, that much skills you will be learning actually in these 3 courses, in this complete package. All right. So if you have some career gap, just try to take last 2 3 years of experience in the IT field, in the networking and all those things. That will be useful. But if you are starting again from fresh, as a fresher, if you are starting, you will definitely get a job, but your salary will be a bit less. Freshers are paid less compared to the experienced people, right? Maybe a fresher is paid, let's say 35K per month. If you can put, let's say 2 to 3 years of experience, you can easily expect 60 to 75K per month on the same technology. That will be the difference, right? Okay. So after completing this package, you can definitely go with maximum 3 years of experience, 2.5 to 3 years of experience for sure. And see, I have never seen a person in my life, in my last 14 15 years of career, who started their career in this particular field, let's say network admin or server admin or cloud admin or cyber security admin or DevOps admin or whatever. I have never seen a person who started their career here and after 3 4 5 6 years, they changed their career. I have never seen this person. But I have seen many people, my friend, who were working maybe like our friend, you were working in banking sector. Maybe few other people were working in programming, maybe on Java side, maybe .NET side. Few people were working in multimedia. Few people were working in, let's say, sales department, accounts department, finance department. I have literally seen many people from those departments changing their careers and they are starting from scratch. For 3 4 5 6 years of experience in that particular field, they know there is no big scope there, and they have already seen in the real time how big is this networking and the server administration and the cloud computing is all about. They are changing their path. But I have never seen a person who has done, who started their career in this field and changed their field later. They can do one thing. From CCNA, they can go to CCNP. From CCNP, they can go to CCI. From cloud administration, they can go to cloud security. From cloud administration, they can go to cyber security. From cloud administration, they can go to DevOps. They are simply moving up in the same path. Okay. So if you have decided to go with this particular path, still there is a time. You have already completed MCA in the year 2016, means if I just go with your age, you're around 30, 32 years of age. That's it. It's not a big age, my friend. If you want to work in this IT field for, let's say 18, 20 years, let's say till the age of 50, till the age of 50, at least take this time, take this opportunity, start learning it within next 3 to 4 months, or let's say 3 to 5 months maximum. you know the technology very well, you will be in a position to face interviews anywhere. Okay, so 3 to 5 months is the time you should spend on CCNA, server administration, and Amazon Web Services. My suggestion will be learn these three courses, apply for a job. If you get an opportunity in cloud computing, then just focus in cloud computing for rest of your career. If you get a job in CCNA, just focus completely on CCNA, CCNP, CCA for rest of your career. You have multiple options here. But again, I say this again and again, I have never seen any person who has changed their career path from, let's say, networking to some other path, or cloud computing to some other path, or cyber security to some other path. All right. So, like I said, I'll be handling all these three courses: CCNA, Red Hat Server Administration, and AWS. Okay. Just think about package in case if you're interested only in networking. But like I said, my friend, still the server administration knowledge is mandatory for you, as well as the cloud computing knowledge is mandatory. There are certain things that are mandatory. For example, when I make a call to any call center, I'm from Hyderabad. So when I make a call to any call center, I'll get an option. Press 1 for English, press 2 for Telugu, press 3 for Hindi. But what if I am somewhere in, let's say, Gujarat? Maybe the options will be press 1 for English, press 2 for Gujarati. If I am in Maharashtra, maybe Marathi. Things will change, right? Things will change. But go to a company which is there in Gujarat, go to a company which is there in Maharashtra, go to a company which is in Telangana, or maybe let's say in Brazil, USA, Russia, Dubai, Singapore, Australia. Just go to any company on the face of the earth, my friend. They definitely need people who can work and who can manage on these three technologies. So you're literally increasing your chances of getting a job. Only CCNA is good to start your career, but if you just go with only CCNA, you're not, making, many things in your career. Then maybe you have to go with CCNP and CCI. But my personal, a friendly suggestion to everyone is just go with this particular package, and you'll be getting a lot of discount. That is one thing. And the other thing is, for rest of your life, for next, let's say 15 to 20 years, what you're learning in CCNA, what you're learning in server administration and cloud computing will remain with you forever. And we are not launching any rockets here, my friend. We are not in, let's say, ISRO or NASA. That's a big technology. I feel in that way. Okay. What we are learning here is something that is already there. Let us try to, make things more easier for ourselves. For example, if I go with the server administration, let's say Linux server, I'm saying clear here. Okay. If I say date, it shows me date. But if I say date, it says command not found. What is the difference here? Spelling is correct, but here I'm using the capital letter, here I'm using the small letter. So what I'm trying to say here is, whether it is CCNA or Linux or AWS, technology is already designed. We are not designing anything new. We are simply learning how it is designed. For example, when you go and use WhatsApp, there are options available in WhatsApp, like how to send a photo, or how to take a photo, how to make a video call, how to make an audio call, how to send a message, how to send emojis. The options are available. Now, is it possible for you and me to change the options? No. Who will change the options? The WhatsApp people will change the option, and they will update. Linux servers, CCNA, Amazon Web Services. There are some companies who are offering these courses. They say like, okay, this is what it is. Learn and implement. That's it. We are not adding anything from our side. I repeat, we are not adding anything from our side. Whatever things are available, we are simply learning them how to use it. Done? All right. So I think that's it for today, friends. I'm here for like a couple of minutes. If you still have any doubts, we can see, or else we can stop the session for today. Tomorrow also we have a demo session here, friends. Just come and let's see more about CCNA, and let's see what we can do. CCNA questions we need to buy. Exactly. CCNA questions you need to buy for $60 to $80. Something will be like that. Okay, you need to buy them, and you can just make a group of 3, 4, 5 people, and then you can buy them and you can share all the questions. They're not free. Okay, so yeah, that's it for the reference. I'm still here for like say 30 to 40 seconds. If you have more questions, just write down your questions and come tomorrow, and hopefully we can you can clear all your doubts tomorrow. Okay, before I sign off, I just want to say one thing. If you have already decided to go in this particular field, let me just tell you one thing, my friend. You have selected a great field for yourself. You have selected a great career for yourself. There are many job opportunities across the globe. Literally in every company, they need network administrators, cloud administrators, and server administrators. So you have great opportunities across the globe. That is the one thing. And for next 15, 18, 20, 25, 30, whatever number of years you will be working, you will be definitely working in this particular field only. There will not be a time in your career where you feel like, okay, there are no job opportunities now, or there is no requirement of this particular technology. So do I need to go and learn something else? No. If you're learning something else, you'll be learning things within this particular career, actually, within this particular field. This is such a big thing, my friend. All right, now. Okay, so I guess no more questions here. So we'll just stop this session here, friends. I just want to wish all the good luck to you, friends. Just take care of your health and just take care of your, like I said, your health, and just try to focus on the learning process, plan everything properly, write down everything on paper. Just say like, okay, these are the things where I need to focus more. Go according to your plan and things will be very easy for you to achieve. Maybe there are some topics where you feel like, oh, it's very difficult. But the same topic which you are feeling a bit difficult today will be super easy within like next couple of days. Okay. All right, so that's it for the day, friends. Take care. Let's meet again tomorrow at same time, 7 p.m. with more and more details of, especially the network administration. Tomorrow we'll be majorly discussing about the network administration. All right, take care. Bye.